श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। गुकारो अन्धकारो वै ऋकारस्तन्निवर्तकः अन्धकारनिरोधित्वात् गुरुरित्यभिधीयते। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। We are in the introduction of the studying of an Upanishad. From which standpoint a person comes to study an Upanishad, and what are the preliminaries to be equipped to study an Upanishad, and about the Upanishad, few basic things to be understood. All these things we elaborately discussed. Now we have to see in the traditional way who is supposed to study Upanishad. What is the subject matter of the Upanishad? What is the connection between the Upanishad and the person who wants to study? And what will be the benefit or the result by studying the Upanishad? In Sanskrit, these four factors are being analyzed traditionally before entering to any text. Not only in Upanishad, in tradition. First of all, we already discussed Vishayam. What is the subject matter in the Upanishad? Upanishad talks about the secret of an individual. In the place of secret, you can put truth, reality, or the intrinsic nature. Any word will fit on that sentence. Upanishad talks about the intrinsic nature of an individual. Upanishad talks about the reality of an individual. Upanishad talks about the truth of an individual. Upanishad talk about a secret which is not revealed by any means of knowledge in this universe. That's why Upanishad have the status of our eyes, pramana. When you get the direct perception of a thing, you confirm that a thing is available for an interaction for me. Pratyaksha Pramana. Similarly, Upanishad reveals a unique thing which is not available through any other means of knowledge. That's why it has the same status of our eyes. And the topic is very strange for a person who is a beginner. Intrinsic nature. Is there any subject like that? This is the first question of a beginner. What is the reality to see about the listener? What is the truth to be analyzed of a listener? But Upanishad talks about these features which are very special of a listener. And the conditions are met, what I am seeking and what I exactly find in the Upanishad. The conditions are met. This is the thing which I am seeking in my life. That means I am a seeker of ultimate happiness. I am a seeker of ultimate security. I am a seeker of immortality. Thus, all the conditions are met so that Upanishad being an important, Upanishad plays an important role in the life of a listener. Let it be there. This is the subject matter, Vishayam in Sanskrit. The intrinsic nature of an individual is being brought into to see by the listener. Upanishad means Vedanta also. Both are same. There is no difference between Upanishad and Vedanta. Because what is the topic of Vedanta? If somebody asks, you can say the same answer. It talks about the reality of a listener. In Sanskrit, if I put that sentence, Jiva Ishvara Ekatva Jnanam Eva Pradipadya Vishayam. Ekatva Jnanam. The unity, the union of the individual and the Lord. They are one and the same. They don't differ like they differ in our empirical reality, but when we see through the Upanishad, there is no much difference from Lord and the individual. Jiva, Ishvara, individual and the Lord. Ekatva, oneness. The oneness of the Lord and the Jiva is being shown by the Upanishad. So, it's a unique way of unfolding also. That's why one should study under a traditional teacher. It's not very easy to accept from the contemporary world or from the empirical reality. There is a systematic way in traditional teaching where one can see the oneness between the Lord and the Jiva, and that will be the ultimate freedom of an individual from all limitations. This is the topic which we are going to see through Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad also. Now, who is the person qualified to study? In any teaching, the qualification is important. A university qualification is not mentioned in any Upanishad. Human being, birth of a human being is the first qualifications to study Upanishad. It means anybody who is a human being is qualified to study Upanishad. But the point is, just as a field which is to be cultivated, some crops is being prepared, to sow the seeds, and the seeds will grow into plant and will get the result. There is a preparation to know what is told in the Upanishad as it is. That preparation is the main factor which is told by the qualification. Human being is endowed with discrimination by birth. So, nitya anitya vastu vivekaha. Human being is endowed with to withdraw and a faculty to withdraw what is not needed, what will be useless in one's own life, what will backfire in one's own life. Human being is endowed to withdraw or give up those things immediately. In other words, dispassion towards the things which are harmful for my progress in the spirituality or in the material life. That faculty is being bring forth by the help of a traditional teacher. This is the qualification which are main for an individual human being. Few others are there, like Shamam, Damam, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhana. Sixfold values which are to be cultivated or which are to be innate by doing certain things. I already discussed with you in the last class. So, discrimination, dispassion, sixfold values, and mumukshutvam. I want to be free from all kinds of miseries and also from limitations. These four things, if you have inside your mind, you are a qualifier to listen Vedanta. Their inadequacy will make you to lag in the pursuit. If you have in an adequate way these four things in your life, you are ready to move through this spiritual journey. So qualification means already a value which is already given to a human birth is being brushed up and used. Discrimination is given for a human being. Dispassion is given for a human being. Sixfold values, which I come to know, even though through a traditional teacher, I was already performing at least for 25% or 55% in my life. Everything will be stretched fully in my life once you enter into Vedanta. And mumukshutvam, that goal is clear for an individual. I want to be free from this limited body and the miseries which are overwhelming me, and I want to be free from the death and birth cycle. When you are ready for all these things, there is no attraction from the external world which can astray your pursuit. Thus, fourfold qualities of a human make the person to be qualified. Suppose one of the qualities, if somebody is lacking, one should put effort to bring that in your life, in our life. That is why Vividisha Sannyasam is also there in the tradition. Vidyut Sannyasa means after studying thoroughly the Upanishad and getting total Vairagyam, dispassion towards the world, one takes sannyasa. But Vividisha Sannyasam is there. Everything is okay, Kami?
Yes, it's just you came back.
Okay.
We can hear
Continue.
now.
Yeah, we can hear. Okay, great.
Yes.
Something happened. Okay, fine. So, the Vividisha Sannyasam is also there in our tradition, you know. What is Vividisha Sannyasam? Suppose we lack qualities which are essential to live a spiritual life, and some are lacking. Then after taking sannyasa, we put effort on that. And we accomplish that values in our life. Like Adi Shankara. Adi Shankara was not a sannyasi. When the mother gave him, you are sannyasi today onwards. Then afterwards, he lived a life of a sannyasi and he accomplished all the essential values which are to be performed in a sannyasa life. Similarly, adhikari in Sanskrit, a qualified person is called adhikari. An adhikari, suppose the person is lacking discrimination, suppose a person is lacking dispassion, nothing wrong with that. Still you can listen Vedanta. Most of the people will have discrimination, but dispassion will be less compared to discrimination. Why? Because we are enjoying daily this material world and the senses are extroverted. They go here and there and come back. So dispassion is not in the full measure. But while listening to Vedanta, slowly, gradually, the dispassion get developed in one's life. Very important that continuous listening of Vedanta will make so much impact in one's life. So, adhikaritvam, the qualifier should get qualified by putting effort while pursuing the Shravanam, listening of Vedanta. This is called adhikari, Vishayam and adhikari. Then, what is the connection between the subject matter which is presented in the Upanishad and how I am going to be achieved what is told in the book Upanishad? Sambandham. When the connection is given in the first page itself, it will be very easy to me to decide, should I go through this text or should I give up this text? Then Sambandham will be also given by our traditional teachers at the first page itself. They introduce what is the connection between the topic and between the listener. There are few topics which you have to achieve after after understanding the book, after understanding the topic inside the book. For example, cooking. The recipes are presented by that textbook, and you have to do what you have gone through the recipes in practical. Then only you can achieve. Some are in course of time, like how to plant a cucumber in your house. First of all, you have to set the base. Then afterwards, you have to find out the cucumber seeds. What are the fertilizers to be used for getting a good cucumber? All these things you do properly, but the result will be in course of time, more than a cooking. Because cooking, after immediately cooking within an hour, the result is ready. But in a cultivation, there is a waiting game. How to deal with a cat? How to deal with the gold and the business? All these things we come across about our business administration, etc., etc. Different types of books are there. Nowadays, Google will have PDF for certain things. Anything. Some are to be accomplished in course of time. Some are to be accomplished in a short time. But in the case of Upanishad teaching, there is no waiting game. It's only Bodhya Bodhaga Sambandha. What is Bodhya Bodhaga Sambandham? Understanding the topic clearly by the words of traditional teacher. Bodhyam. I have to understand properly by the words of traditional teacher. Bodhagaha. I accomplish myself what is being told by the traditional teacher. Immediately take place. Like when I search for my specs here and there, my child or my wife point out your specs is in your head. Yes, then your specs is ready. Immediately, if somebody make you recognize the thing which you are searching, you will accomplish immediately. This is called Bodhya Bodhaka Sambandham, a connection with the topic to be understood, and the person who understand immediately accomplish the topic or the subject which is told in the Upanishad. There is no waiting. Already siddham, already accomplished fact is being made to recognize, and the person recognizes, and immediately he will get the benefit. So, sambandham, the connection between the topic and the individual is to be understood clearly. An accomplished fact is being revealed by the Upanishad. And when the person comes to know this is the accomplished fact in my life, something already accomplished by me is being revealed by the Upanishad or the Vedanta, then I became that, because the accomplished fact is not something other than you. The accomplished fact is the truth of an individual. Thus, immediately the result is being achieved. This is called Bodhya Bodhaka Sambandham. Connection about a thing which is already accomplished is listened, and the person immediately become that accomplished thing because it's an already accomplished fact. Yes, this is the third fact before entering to an Upanishad teaching. Sambandha. Now, Adhikari or Vishayam, Sambandham, Prayojan. What is the purpose? What will be my benefit after studying Vedanta? After studying Upanishad? If I come to know that there is no purpose, there is no result after studying Vedanta, then I don't go through the book. Because what is the point of wasting time for a book which doesn't have any purpose? So purpose is important, that a person can gain something after studying that book. That person will get more enthusiasm to study that. That is why the purpose is also being revealed by the sages, ancient sages, to the disciples. What is the purpose? What is the result or benefit? What will be the helping factors after studying the Upanishad? Totally free from all kinds of defect. In spite of the defect, one will be very happy. This is the guarantee of the Upanishad. In spite of all the issues which are around me, will be just overcome by the knowledge. Without the purpose, without the benefit, it's not very easy to study Upanishad or any other text. The purpose is clear, the benefit is very clear. I am a limited living being, a legitimate living being. I have already a lot of issues. In spite of all these issues, I am free from all these issues. Thus, limitation is being destroyed. Insecurity is being destroyed. A person's individuality is brought into light. A person's almighty is brought into light. A person's all-pervadingness is brought into light. All these things are the benefits of studying the Upanishad. How one can be all-pervading? That questions have been answered in Upanishad. But it's for sure, the facts are these. A person will be completely free in spite of all these limited situations around him. Thus, the purpose, the benefit is also being told by the traditional teachers. Now, the fourfold things are ready before studying a text. Adhikari, the qualified person to study Upanishad. Vishayam, the oneness of the Jiva, the individual, and the universe, the creator of the universe. Adhikari, Vishayam, Sambandham, the connection between what I am studying and what is the connection within me and this book. Sambandham and Prayojanam. What will be the result? A person will be completely free from all kinds of limitations while living in this world, not after death. While living in this world, immediately, at once, a person will get all kinds of benefits. Not after the death. This is the purpose. This is the benefit. After that, how I am going to understand that this is the benefit? While living in the world with all these limitations in the body, a person will be completely free. and he see the creator, one who is called God. All these results are being told by the Upanishad. Thus, fourfold factors are being answered: Adhikari, Vishayam, Sambandham. Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad is one among the 10 Upanishads. I already mentioned you, even though 1080 Upanishads were there before 1000 or 2000 years, due to the destructions created by the invaders into the India, we lost a lot of our precious books. Among them, we lost our parts of Vedas, and also we lost the Upanishads. And 108 Upanishads are available even now. And among them, for 10 Upanishads, Adi Shankaracharya has written Bhashya. Bhashya means commentary on the verses of Upanishads for the sake of understanding of an individual. Word by word meaning, if the word is having two meanings, he will quote the meanings and how the each and every word is connected with this sentence. Thus, he will give the overall idea of the verse. It is very helpful for a person even now and also before also, because commentary will give more explanation of the verse. If you go directly towards the verse, nothing will be lighted in our head. It's very difficult. When the Bhashya being there, it's very easy, in a smooth way, we can understand and we can present the people. Anyway, Upanishad is not taught by a person who have read who was having self-reading. There is no self-studying of a Māṇḍūkya Upanishad. Māṇḍūkya Upanishad is being studied under a guru like all other Upanishads. And Māṇḍūkya Upanishad belongs to Atharva Veda. There are 4 Vedas: Rigvedam, Yajurvedam, Samavedam, Atharva Veda. And Māṇḍūkya Upanishad belongs to Atharva Veda. Like Prashna Upanishad, Mundaka Upanishad, it belongs to Atharva Veda. There are Upanishads from other Vedas also. Like Taittiriya Upanishad comes from Krishna Yajurveda. Ishavasya Upanishad comes from Shukla Yajurveda. Like that. This Māṇḍūkya Upanishad belongs to Atharva Veda. How the Upanishad got Māṇḍūkyam, the word, the meaning of Māṇḍūkya means connected to Māṇḍūka Rishi. In tradition, they say like that. There was a Rishi who was a Paradarshi, foreseer of all mantras. In his name, Māṇḍūkya Upanishad is there. He coordinated, connected all these words which are already there in the atmosphere. He is a Mantradrishta and he connected this word and we got Māṇḍūkya Upanishad. Māṇḍūka Rishi is the person who saw the Upanishad in this Brahmanda, where it lays in the Antariksha. There are a lot of mantras in the Antariksha. And these mantras are being seen by the people who do a lot of finances, tapas. Thus, Māṇḍūka Rishi identified, discovered Māṇḍūkya Upanishad and his name Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad. Fine. I tell you, there is no discussion in the name. That discussion is not connected with the Purushartha Any discussion which are not connected with the moksha goal, one should not spend time discussing that. I want you to remember that when there is no connection between moksha, any discussion you can drop or you can surrender to them. It's okay. Whatever you say, it's okay. Because that discussion is not going to be connected with our goal moksha. So, what is the point of Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad? How the name of Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad one got, or in the tradition, it may be Māṇḍūkya Rishi or somebody other. What is the point of that discussion? So, this is the traditional way of understanding. Māṇḍūkya Rishi is the Upajñāta, the discoverer of the Māṇḍūkya Upanishad. We dedicate this Upanishad in his name. Remember, every Vedas, before chanting, we need to chant its Shanti Mantra. Any Veda will not start without Shanti Mantra. Shanti Mantra will be a verse which should be uttered in the beginning of Vedic chanting or Vedic studies. And we have Bhadram Karnebi, a verse which is the Shanti Mantram of Atharva Vedam. That should be chanted in the beginning of Vedic studies or Vedanta studies, because Vedanta will also form a part of Vedas only. Only it differs from one to one. Some are Rigveda, some are Yajurveda, some are Atharva Veda, like that. So, Atharva Veda has a Shanti Mantra, which is very much famous, and we have to chant beginning of the class also, at the end of the class also. But for the time being, we will chant this Shanti Mantra only at the beginning of the class. And Shanti Mantra's meaning is very much amazing. How a person made this mantra seeing 10,000 kilometers inside. After 10,000 years, what will happen for a human being? For that, this person is seeking the blessings of Lord, who is the creator. Every Shanti Mantra has its own meaning. This Shanti Mantra has also its own meaning, but there is an insight to be found. This Shanti Mantra asks about the things which are necessary in future. And we are going to see the meaning of Shanti Mantra before entering to the Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad. I will chant the mantra first. Then afterwards, I will give you the meaning. Om Bhadram Karnebi Shrinayama Devaha Bhadram Pashyemakshaviryachatraha Sthirairangai Sushtuvam Sastanupihi Veshema Devahitam Yatayuhu Sustina Indro Vruddhashravaha Sustina Pusha Vishwavedaha Sustina Starchu Arishtanemihi Sustino Brihaspati'r Dathatu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I will chant once more, it will be nice. Om Bhadram Karne Vishranayama Devaha Bhadram Pashyemakshaviryachatraha Sthirairangai Sushtuvam Sastanupihi Veshema Devahitam Yatayuhu Sustina Indro Vruddhashravaha Sustina Pusha Vishwavedaha Sustina Starchu Arishtanemihi Swasti no Brihaspatir Dathatu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. This is the traditional way of starting an Atharva Veda study or Parayanam, reciting of the Veda. Without Shanti Mantra chanting, there is no Atharva Veda recitation or Atharva Veda Upanishad studying or teaching. Now we will see the meaning of the Shanti Mantra. It's very important. The business will be benefitable when you know how to deal, how to do a business. Similarly, when you know the meaning of the mantra, the business will be benefit. So for the sake of understanding a traditional, very famous mantra, we spend some time now. Any Upanishad or Vedic chanting starts with uttering the word Om. Of course, Māṇḍūkya Upaniṣad is going to teach only about Om. That Upanishad will reveal all the importance of Omkara. Then, Om is uttered by all traditional teachers when they are starting their Vedic teaching. Om, Akaram, Ukaram, Makaram. The letter Akara or in Sanskrit, Ukara in Sanskrit, Kakara or Makara in Sanskrit. A, U, M. Om. Then, these three syllables have a duration in chanting. You cannot chant whole length. Om. Wrong way of chanting. Om. Wrong way of chanting. Some people used to long like 3 minutes, which is not Omkaram. Omkaram should have 3 syllables. Om. That's all. That time should be like this, you know. Before the 3rd matra, you have to end Omkara. Om. Then you are a traditional Vedic reciter. Every letter have a duration according to Sanskrit. That is why less than 3 matras is the time duration of a Vedic chanting. Then you ask a question, Swamiji, I have visited some ashrams. There the Swamis even in the Nama Japa in the evening. Nama Japa means there is a certain prayers are being offered to the Lord in the evening, and they start with Om, and that Om will be prolonged at almost 1 minute. Om. Like that, he will prolong for a length of time, which is wrong. Om should be uttered less than 3 seconds. That's all. Nothing more than that. Then it will be easy, it will be conducive, it will be rochakam to listen by other ears. So, Om as a Māṇḍalikarthe, as a beginning, in the sense of beginning, Om is being uttered or told. Omkar. And we are going to see what is the meaning of Om and everything. That's the whole topic of the Upanishad. Omkaram is the central topic of the Upanishad, and we are going to see what are the meanings of Om and everything. Definitely, Omkara chanting will help the person to tackle the obstacles in the empirical world. If you are a person who chant Omkara continuously, the obstacles will come into the picture, but you will not be affected when others get affected. That's why Omkara is very important, at least before chanting any mantra. We start Om Sahana Bhavatu or Om Parthaya Pradibodhitam, Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Om Athatmanam Shivatmanam Putram. Everything as a beginner, Om is present. And we are going to see that. Omkara. What are the specialties of these three letters? How this Omkara formation is brought into? Everything we are going to see. Om is the first word. Māṇḍūkya also, in an auspicious way, when you want to open the mouth, Om, then you made an auspicious way of uttering. Then starts the mantra, real mantra of the Atharvaveda. Bhadram Karnebi Shrunuyama Deva. Bhadram, auspicious things. Everybody have 2 ears. But we listen good news, bad news, worst news, shocking news. All these things are making some impact and our mind is going down. Only good news will be stick and make your mind calm and quiet. All other news will put you down. And you cannot stay back without dealing who bought the bad news or a evil news, a shocking news, because you are supposed to listen that. It's connected to you. That is why Bhadram Karnebi Shrinayama Devaha. All Lord, all lords, we are calling all lords Devataha, all lords. Oh, may all of you help to listen the auspicious things through my ears, through our ears. This is impractical, correct? Because our news, while receiving, it seems to be good. Then only we come to know a news which is a place in the waste basket. First of all, we don't know. We will be also interested to listen that news. Then only we come to know it's not needed for my life. So that is why Bhadram Karnebihi. There's a grammatical mistake. Even though there is a grammatical mistake, when the Vedas are written in that way, we accept that mistake. And it is called Chandasam. It should be Karnaihi. In the name of Karnaihi, they put Karnebihi. Both are having the same meaning, Karnaihi or Karnebihi. The meaning is with our ears. Ears play a main role in the Vyavaharika Prapancha. Without ears, there is no interaction. There is no interaction without ears. Without listening anything, what are you going to interact with the world if somebody is staying in front of you? Interaction can only happen when the eyes and ears are ready. So, they bring all the good news and the bad news. But we want to give up which are not suitable for my life. That is why Bhadram Karnebihi Shrunuyama Deva. May all our lords make us to listen the auspicious things through our ears. Very simple meaning. See, a person's hope to live lay under good news coming from anywhere. Suppose you are feeding a man with all kinds of negative news and negative uh, way of dealing in the world, then that person get irritated and he want to go out of that. Here, when you help me to listen only good things regarding me, I will be very much available for this Upanishad study. So, Bhatram, may you help, may you become auspicious in our mind after listening the good things from your ears. When there is no vasana kshayam, this vasana kshayam I am going to explain. There is no impressions regarding the past experiences or past birth. When there is no vasana, then it can come any time in one's role. But if we have vasana kshayam, it cannot come any time. Any good empirical things will ask first, is there any place to keep this thing? Then if you say there is a place with a lot of water, then that object cannot stay in the water. Similarly, if there are a lot of vasanas inside your mind, karma jalam, to do lot of things and vasana is there, even if you keep a best thing, that will become some mess, So vasana kshayam is important. Even the vasana kshayam is a result of maybe 2-3 births. It's not very easy in one single birth. So here it is told, Bhadram Karnebihi Shrunayama Devaha. O Lords, in plural, may you help us to listen the auspicious things from this world with our ears. If not, it will dump a lot of things which you are interested, That is why he asked, oh Lord, please, you give me the auspicious things. It's actually Devaha, lords, all the lords should help me to listen auspicious things from the entire part of the world. Ano Bhadra Kratavo Yandu Vishwataha. That is the logo of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. Same like this. May we all filled with auspicious thought from our land. If the land is a bit far away and everything, we should feel the auspicious things to happen in the land. Okay. So, Bhatram Karnebi Shrunuyama Devaha. All lords, may you bless to see the best thing in our life without having an option to go here and there, because these years will make you to listen some other news and you may change your decision. That is why Bhadram, in an auspicious manner, Karnebihi, by the ears, may all of us listen the best things from the world. This is the meaning. Patram pashyema akshibir yadatraha. Akshibihi, the second culprit who make the jiva to do certain things which are not to be done. Bhadram karnebihi shrunuyama devaha. Bhadram pasye ma akshibihi. Aksham, eyes. Akshibihi, through the eyes. Through the eyes, may we all listen the best thing through our eyes. Through our eyes. May we all see the best thing through our eyes. Because eyes and ears doesn't have any control. They go to all the things, not only for one thing. They just go around the search of food, like, We will see the best things in our life. We will see the worst thing in our life, which is not to be seen in our life. And it will become a vasana. It will keep an impression to see again and again those things. That is why Akshibihi Bhadram Pashye Makshabir Akshibihi. Through our eyes, let we see the best thing in one's life. Bhadram, auspicious. Whatever I see with my eyes, it should be auspicious. Very beautiful prayer. Bhadram karne vishranayama devaha. Bhadram pashyema kshibir yachatraha. Yajantam trayadi iti yachatraha. Trayadi, one who help the person who have done certain rituals or certain some prayers. Yajantam, one who do a ritual, one who light a lamp, one who do certain things in the ritualistic platform, he will be totally helpful or secured by the Yajantam Trayadi iti Yachatra. One who are the people who support the person who was there in the ritualistic field, Yachatra. Bhadram Pashye Makshabir Yachatra. Now I am asking another help. Tiraihi Angihi Sushtuvagum Sasthanubihi. O Lords, who are the people who present the healthy body, like Indra, Varuna, like that, lot of people are there. They help to give a proper healthy body. Without a healthy body, there is no Upanishad listening, there is no Upanishad teaching also. Because healthy body is the prime factor for studying anything. So, Patram Pashye Makshabir Yachatraha Tiraihi Angaihi Sustuvagum Satthanubihi. We all become strengthier, healthier by you people, lords, etc., etc. Indra, Varuna, Vishwadeva, etc., etc. We are all going to mention their name also. For the time being, you understand. May all you, O Lords, bless us to get the best thing in our life, healthy thing in our life, so that the health will continue properly even for a length of time. Bhadram Pashe Makshavar Yajatraha Sthiraihi Angaihi, where there is no delay, where there is no time waste, because few people are not patient even in the bus stand when the bus is not arrived. It's normal for a person who follow routine. They don't want to miss everything. So healthy body is the prime factor to understand, to do what are being told by the Upanishad. More we have to see about the Shanti Mantra, more we have to see about these sentences, which we will see in the next class. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayandam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Ubrahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Chobarahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Vashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkhabhag Bhavet Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om